So, just wanted to make this sort of front introduction before I do the full video. I know this is going to be one long video. This is a collection of pieces of filming from across this week. And this is about my new custom guitar. So I'm going to split it into a few sections. So firstly, we're going to have the introduction sort of bit. I'm not going to put a timestamp in for that. Then we're going to have me unboxing the guitar, which will be a timestamp first in the description. Then we'll have some playing of the guitar, and then we'll have my final review. So I'm going to talk about the sort of concept of the guitar, how it came about. I might throw a few pictures, region during this, we don't know. But basically, I thought in early 2019 about getting a custom guitar built, signature guitar, maybe, if I could broker that sort of deal with a company. And, you know, I started looking at the concept. This was back when I was playing with Hair Trigger, in fact, so maybe late 2018, early 2019 sort of area. I had a few things that I wanted, that I had in mind for the guitar, and I had a few things that had to be there. A few things I wanted, a few things I had to have. So I went away, I drew some things up. I'm not going to put any images of that around because they are terrible drawings. I contacted a few luthiers. I went on some websites that let you do custom specs. I designed it through Balaguer and Halo, and I could never really be quite satisfied in what I wanted, because I wanted to do this Jazzmaster-esque guitar, but not quite, with a little bit more edge to it, not edginess, but a little bit more bite to it. A nicer cutaway, and a bit more of a rustic look to it, because I like my guitars to feel unique, to be worn in, to be their own character. I don't want, you know, any old random Steve. I want it to be a Ricardo. Probably sounds a bit crap to make that analogy, but there you go. So go back to about I'll say about June, July, 2020. I was skipping through Instagram, and I saw a builder on there going under the name Bear Guitars, and I liked what they were doing. I didn't think that they were metal guitars, but I liked what they were doing. So I followed the guitar page, had a look at what they were doing. You know, I fell in love with what they were producing, but thought maybe not for me. Maybe not my style of guitar. And then I started seeing some more things I liked, and I started to really like the guitars. So I contacted Andrew, and I was like, you know, what could we do for a custom guitar for myself? And we sat down, we spoke about it, we went through what I needed, and I'm going to say what the objectives of the guitar were now, and at the end of the video I'll tell you whether the guitar met those objectives. But so it had to be that kind of bit more edgy Jazzmaster Jaguar shape. I wanted it to have a Tsunami style bridge, which we'll get more into during the video. I was curious about swapping the Tsunami out for a tremolo. Then I went on to the idea of a Bigsby, because I could have a tremolo and a Bigsby, and a tremolo and a Tsunami. And I don't really dive bomb in my playing. I do flutters and I do chord alterations, you know, so it was something to consider. It had to be very, very, very versatile, because I like to play soft interludes. I like to play nice, calm, refreshing things, as well as riffs and solos that will rip your fucking face off. Anyone who's ever heard me play in either Hair Trigger or any of my own projects or anything, or All Is Ash, will know straight up I like it heavy. It's heavy, which brings me on to my next point. It had to be set up in drop B. It had to have 2 humbuckers and split coil, 24 frets, 25.5 inch neck radius, neck scale length. I'm not an amazing technical specs guitarist. I know what I like. I kind of describe how I like it and do a bad job. And hats off to Andrew. He did an amazing job at transferring my very limited guitar speech on specs into an absolute beauty. I'm looking at it off camera now and I'm just like, It's a little bit of a spoiler for the rest of the video. But yeah, so those were some of the things that the guitar had to have. So, start speaking to him. October 2020, we finalized the details. And we were like, right, this is what the guitar's going to be. This is how much it's going to cost. This is going to be one interesting piece. We settled on the words. Massive in-depth on picking the words, which was fantastic. We settled on color scheme, which then we changed. Originally, the guitar was going to be a grayscale, black and grey kind of burst. Then it took a change to being purple. Then it took a change to being what it is now. And what it is now is, I've got to say, very unique, very cool, very Andrew and very me at the same time. I've said this a few times during our build process together. This guitar is as much Andrew's guitar as it is mine, and I love that. It's got so much passion behind it from the luthier, and that's something I love. Whether... I've probably spoiled it already, but whether or not this guitar meets all my expectations or goes above it is up to something else, and we'll explain that at the end of the video. I will say, I'm going to have a little paid promotions tag somewhere around there. There is no exchange of money for this video. The reason it says paid promotions, and again, this is probably a spoiler for what I think about this guitar, I'm now a Bear Guitars endorsee. Take that as you will. I will roll straight on to the unboxing. I did a little bit of cringe on this unboxing, but there you go. That's just me. And then we'll do some playing stuff, and then my final words and a bit of a chat about the guitar. Just quickly, future Sam Johnson jumping in to past Sam Johnson. Hello. Told you I was going to do some cringe. I am extremely sorry about the audio quality of the unboxing. It was outside, it was with a phone camera, and during editing I listened back. Turn your speakers and headphones down now. Enjoy. Hi guys, I'm Sam Johnson, official bass guitar artist, and in here is my custom. We went a while for this, and I've been waiting so long, I'm just going to crack her open and show you guys straight away, if we can get it undone. Don't use a knife normally to do this. So while I'm getting it open, look at the background. Bear Guitars is a custom guitar shop based down in Dorset, England. All the guitars are made from locally sourced woods, and they are absolutely stunning, as you'll see in a second. This one is named Tsunami. and it's a custom collaboration between me and Andrew, the head luthier at Bear Guitars. I'll show you as soon as I can get this case open. It takes a little bit of work. It's 2 minutes. Got the top of the case open, so we're going to do this. There's a lot of packaging in here. We've actually got 2 guitars in here today. So one of them is my custom, and one of them is my wing that's just had some tweaks done to it. Get these out. This is the custom. I can tell because it's heavier. So let's just quickly unwrap the packaging. As you can see, very well packaged again. I'm going to be extremely careful to get this open, so I just tear and rip it. But, first side of wood, and it is looking gorgeous. The good news is this is really well secured. The bad news is it's hard to unwrap, but we'll get there. Oh wow, that is stunning. So I haven't actually seen this in person yet. Oh, gorgeous. There's the body. Just slide this off the headstock. I think I will. This is the hardest part, getting off the headstock. It gets snagged on all the tuners. There we go. So I'm going to bring it over to the camera. This is the Bear Guitars Tsunami, my custom model. We've got a Dussenberg trem. At the moment, a Warman pickup that's being replaced soon with a custom Ben Fletcher Purgatory pickup, and it is just beautiful. Thank you very much for watching this. I'm going to have a few demos of me playing it soon.
Past Sam was right. Here's the demos of me playing this damn thing.
So, you've now seen some playing. You've seen me unbox it. This is the Tsunami in my hands. And, just knocking the mic with it. Oops. This to me is... Now we're getting on to the review part. This to me is my perfect guitar. It's got its quirks. It's got its features, it's got its differences, it's got things that make it unique. I love that one of the cracks on the body fits a guitar pick right there. You know, I can just pop that in when I'm doing my fingerstyle sat down. It's really nice for that. The Duesenberg Les Trem 2, fantastic piece of kit. I just realised I was touching that off screen. Fantastic piece of kit. It does what I need it to do. You know, it doesn't do huge dive bombs. You can still dive on it. You're not going to go like, you know, Eddie Van Halen or whatever. That was such a terrible sound effect that I'm already regretting that. It's got the split coil. It's got lovely access patterns. It's got a nice hidden feature that I love Andrew for putting in. So if you turn the bridge volume up all the way while on the middle pickup selection, it actually engages out of phase. So it reduces the volume ever so slightly on these and knocks them out of phase, and that gets a really nice soft tone even when I'm really high up in the distortion area. I'm going to bring this closer to the camera and try and bring the mic over. This is probably sounding like horrible noises. So I'm going to bring this closer so we can see the finish on this with the camera and the glow light around it. That is the finish that we've decided on. And it's kind of like a gold, brown, purple hybrid. It looks kind of like leather. Now, when we were discussing it, I was very much on board with the idea. I am a massive fan of a certain country called Japan. I sound like a bit of an anime person there, but I'll explain the reasons behind that. I genuinely love the culture. Genuinely love their art. Not necessarily anime, but I love classical sort of Japanese art, traditional art. I love the idea of kintsugi, which is where when things are broken, you bind it together with gold, and the cracks in the finish of this have gold, and I love that. The headstock was a must. That was a requested feature that I forgot to mention in the first part of the video. The reason I wanted a reverse headstock is I wanted increase on tension on the lower strings and relief of tension on the higher strings, so I could do my bends easier and still have really chunky leads. And we ended up kind of like doing the headstock in a way that's reminded me of a katana. So I love that. Again, it ties into the Japanese E theme, and I just love it. The cutaway, I'm going to try and pull the guitar up to show this. The cutaway, there's no wood around the 24th fret. I can comfortably fret 24th fret with my index even. You know, that to me is pretty damn impressive. Um, it's just it's magical. The only disappointment I had, and to be honest, I'm almost glad that it happened. Um, the only slight disappointment I had was the fact that we didn't get the Kent Armstrong Mother Bucker in there that we originally planned to get. Instead, we've settled for now on a Warman in the bridge, but we're looking at swapping that to a custom Ben Fletcher pickup, and we have a Ben Fletcher Purgatory in the neck. I'm a Bear Guitars endorsee now. That tells you my review of this guitar. It does everything I want a guitar to do. You've heard from the sound demos. It sounds beautifully soft and clean. It sounds huge and aggressive in distortion. It sings. It does everything I need it to do. And you know what? Andrew, personal message to you. We're going to do a number 3 because I've got 2 Bear guitars now. I've got this one, I've got the Wing. We are going to do another number 3. And I don't know how we're going to top this one, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So, this is the Bear Guitars Tsunami. I'm Sam Johnson. I am an official endorsee of Bear Guitars. And yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot more of these babies up here with me doing music. That's pretty much all I can say about that. But yeah, I can keep talking. We're 6 minutes into rolling on this section. I can keep talking about this all day. But instead of talking about it all day, I'm going to stop here now because I've got a new album to be recording with this thing. Little bits of hints. You know, lots of music is coming out with this bad boy on it. Thank you very much for watching. And please, please, again, this is not a paid promotion. I need to reiterate that. But please check out Bear Guitars on Instagram at Bear Guitars _UK, I believe it is. I'll put links in the description. Check out their website. They've got a fantastic range of guitars on offer to purchase now if you want one and you can't be waiting 7 months. Or reach out to Andrew. He's doing the naked guitars at the moment, which are slightly cheaper than one of these. He's doing the custom models, and if you're inspired by this video and you want something like this, I can't say you'll get this exact guitar, because every one of his guitars are unique. Depending on what you get, what you want, colors, finishes, parts, etc. If you want this shape, this whatever, ask Andrew about the Sam Johnson Tsunami. He will probably quote you about £1,500 to £2,000 for one of these. And I will tell you now, it's worth every single penny. Every penny, cent, nickel, dime, wherever you are in the world, this is worth it. As a guitarist, I can say fully and happily I endorse Bear Guitars, and yeah, I'm going to stop because I've said I endorsed them 1,000,001 times now. So, Bear Guitars.